G'day guys, it's Luke Miller from lukejmiller.com. Just wanted to shoot a quick video detailing, well not detailing, just showing me doing some quick keyword research, looking for low competition keywords for a new site. Low competition, so we can get some, so we can enhance our chances of getting some high rankings in the search engines pretty quickly. I won't get into too much detail. I'm going to sort of fly through. I'll probably tick a few things or enter some numbers that don't make any sense. That's okay. I'm not showing you how I use this particular tool, which is Market Samurai. All I'm doing is showing you how we can quickly sort of narrow down a list of keywords to find what hopefully turn out to be the lower competition ones. And so that's it. Yeah. So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a new project, and then we'll pick a seed keyword. We'll go with dog training treats. And like I said, it's going to be a micro niche website, so we're going to start pretty deep. Short tail would be dog, short tail would be dog, a slightly longer tail would be dog training, longer tail will be dog training treats. We're going to be looking from there down basically. And do some keyword research. Now I'm not tweaking anything. I'm going to leave this as is. I would usually tweak this a little bit, but for the moment we're just going to do this as quick as we can, just to get a little list to show you that what's possible in a short period of time. I'll shoot another video where I detail how I use this tool, but I'll also shoot another video where I do this more in depth, take a bit more time explaining what I'm doing. So one of the things we could do is go through here and weed out some of the more non-relevant ones, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to let the numbers do that for us, and then we'll do it later on. We're going to select exact match, which means how many searches there are for any of these phrases exactly as it is, without anything else typed in the search engines. So pet treats, not brown pet treats or pet treats for tiny dogs, just pet treats. Someone typed in pet treats, bang, there's one search. We're going to narrow this list down a bit further by weeding out any of the really low volume search terms. 50. There's a bit of method behind that number, but not a lot. That narrows it down to roughly half, so down to 94. But that's low enough to do our next phase, which is to search the title competition. I'll just click analyze. What that does is goes out and does an in-title search for dog training tips on Google. So it will turn how many sites are in the index of Google that Google thinks that mentions dog training tips, that phrase, in their title tags, which I think is a lot better indicator of competition than the quotation or the phrase match on Google. The phrase match just returns sites that have mentioned that phrase somewhere in their site, whereas title competition means they've specifically put that phrase, dog training tips, in that example, in their title tags, which for my money suggests that they're optimizing for that title, for that keyword, and therefore more likely to be your competition. So what we're going to do is we're going to go really, really, really low. So we're using number, we'll just pick number 50,000. Means this will narrow out anything with more than 50,000 results. So if Google thinks there's 50,000 sites or more that mention dog training tips, which it does, says there's 292,000 that mention dog training tips in their title tags, then we'll get rid of that. The basis behind that is the more sites that optimize for that title tag, the more likely there's going to be some good competition in there. Obviously not ideal, but we're sort of playing the percentages. If there's 1 million sites optimizing for dog training tips in their title tags, it's more likely to have some high competition or some high competition players in there than if there's 10 websites in Google's index optimizing their title tags for dog training tips. But we'll just pick a number. So 50,000 in this case, and we'll refresh. Still got 59. We might even cut it down to 5,000 and see what happens. Okay, so here we go. This is a great little list actually. We've got how to crate train a dog has been searched for 53 times a day in Google, exactly, without any extra words in there. And there's only 5,000 results in Google that Google thinks is optimizing the title tags for that exact phrase. So that's pretty good. We're happy to optimize for that. If we search by actual searches done, how to potty train a puppy. I mean, there you go. There's the title for your article right there. Make that your title tag for a particular page, and you've got a pretty good chance of, with some backlinks, and you've got a pretty good chance of ranking pretty highly in the search engines, I'd suggest. The only other thing we could possibly do, and it depends on what the purpose of this keyword research is. If this keyword research was purely to get ranked to drive numbers to our site and no other reason, like we didn't want commercial intention, we didn't want people to buy anything, we just want them to come to our site, and then we want them to sign up for a newsletter, or we might funnel them off to another monetized page, then we'd probably do this. We'd, like I showed you here, we'd search, rank by how many searches are done. There you go, write an article on how to potty train a puppy. Beautiful. That gets 398 searches a day. If we rank number 1 for that, we might get about half of that. If we tick on this one here, Market Samurai thinks we'll get about 167 in the number 1 spot. If, however, we want someone to come to our site and we're going to display AdSense, for example, or we want some commercial intention, one of the things we can look at is this SEOV, which is basically the AdWords bid multiplied by how much search traffic the number 1 spot might get, which in this case is 167. That sort of suggests that there's a bit of money in that market. There's not a lot, but there's a bit. The only thing I like to do there is to, and it's not going to work here, if I do narrow down by that, the value of the market based on what Market Samurai thinks, I like to put a number of 200 in there. There's sort of method behind my madness there. In this case, it's no good. There's nothing with that value over $200. I'll explain that in another video or maybe another article, why I use 200. But in this case, there you go. I think that's a great little list there about some article titles that you could write on your dog training treats website that will probably, hopefully, drive some traffic. And like I said, get them to sign up to your newsletter or funnel them off to a monetized page with AdSense or a product, like a ClickBank product or something like that. Okay. Guys, if you've got any questions, if you want me to go more in depth in any particular area, please post a comment asking for more details on something. It can help me when I do my more detailed video. But for now, this is Luke Miller from lukejmiller.com, and thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.